Hey, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to transfer a sketch. Essentially, we're going to be making our own graphite paper. Now, if you have graphite paper at home, great. If you're like me and you don't want to go out and buy things, just do this instead. This works great if your sketch is at the exact size that you want your final piece to be at. This piece was around, 4 inches by 12 inches, so I literally just traced it. Make sure your trace is very clean of your sketch, and you're gonna flip it over and just put a bunch of graphite on it. And that is literally it for step 1. Make sure that the graphite is only over the areas where the trace is. You don't need to cover the whole page, just where you're going to transfer the lines. So here I have my illustration board, and I placed where I wanted the sketch to be on the board, and I simply just added tape at the top and the bottom. Make sure you don't press it down too hard, and maybe remove some of the stickiness from it by getting some lint or something on it. You just want it to hold it in place and not ruin the final surface you're going to be painting on. And for the final trace, I'm going to be using a mechanical pencil. Definitely use something that is very pointy and firm so that it really does a good job at doing a precise line when you transfer. All you have to do now is trace over your trace. I know that seems a little repetitive and whatever, but it works. The final transfer is going to be very light. I prefer having my lines very light. I use gouache a lot, a water-based paint, and I don't want any of the graphite getting mixed in with my paints. I just want a simple guide for the rest of my painting. So if you do want your transfer to be a lot darker and have heavier lines, add a lot more graphite than I did in the first step where you're just rubbing graphite on the other side. Maybe use a regular pencil and rub the graphite on the side of the pencil so you get a lot more at one time. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward this because I think you get the point. You just gotta trace your trace. Alright, so I am done, so I'm going to carefully remove the tracing paper. I'm trying to be careful not to just rip this thing off because, like I said, I don't want to ruin my illustration board with that tape, so I'm just carefully removing it. As you can see, you get a very light transfer, which is exactly what I wanted. Like I said, if you want it to be darker, then just add more graphite. Or you can just trace over this transfer a little bit and darken up some areas that may have gotten lost with the transfer. And yeah, that's it. Maybe in the next video, I'll show you how to do this if you want to make your sketch larger on your final piece. Like if you want to do a larger painting of a smaller sketch you did. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe? I don't know. Yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye!